What's up, everybody?
Up?
How you guys doing?
How you guys doing?
Hopefully everybody's doing
FANATEC
good.
J, what's up? Gaming Bomb, DSLC. We got Keith. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, and FANATEC J just got an STI, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
That's what we like to hear, man.
Yes.
That's good news. That's real good news. You've joined the likes of Pastrana and Ken Block now. Ken Block's with Subaru now, so there you go, man. You're in good company. We lean more towards Ford over here. Sam's with Team Fordzilla, but we love Subaru too.
Still.
But you know,
Subaru.
Steve Arpin, you know, and Team Fordzilla.
Yeah.
We got a soft spot for Ford, you know. But we love Subaru just as much. So don't let that dissuade you.
The Sailing Brothers.
What's up, Sailing Brothers? How you guys doing? Jerry, Mr. Norwich City. Good to see you up here. All right, Sam's heading back into career mode.
This one.
And he's been working on those not world records, the top 100 for a while. So we were kind of getting back to this. Now the handbrake is broken.
I'm using a button.
But yeah, he's using a button. We are working on that. I have an idea. It is back ordered. I did check on it. It's back ordered, unfortunately, from FANATEC. So that's a bummer. But you know, that's all right. We'll figure something out, and everything's back ordered these days, like
that
from
last
every company.
sector looks pretty fast.
Yeah, so he's in Finland, which this is a bit cray in Finland.
Cray.
Finland get cray with all those jumps.
Good thing I have the Lancia.
Load your tune too. I mean, did we set the tune? Did we have a tune for this? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's the one. Repair your vehicle, maybe, or?
I don't have any repair vehicles.
Okay.
Stove.
All right.
Did my tire selection already. Let's do shakedown.
Yes, the Ford RS200. I mean, there's few cars that are better. I think RS200 would be one of the sweetest cars to own. Although I would not fit in it though. Ken Block, it looks like maybe he says he just barely fits in it. He said it's kind of uncomfortable to drive actually. But you know, I could potentially fit in it. Maybe.
Does anybody see the pencil there?
Yeah, man, you got to. And the stopwatches.
Stopwatches.
This is early rally, baby. Yeah, prepare for overcrest by 1 million. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Mike.
20.
So he's got a shift on this one.
30.
Now the good news is it's only 4 gears.
Into 6 right of a crest. 100. Crest.
So
I can tell that.
yeah, it's like really rutted. It looks very, very rutted.
Doesn't feel too rutted.
3 left.
I got an achievement
Opens of a crest.
Nice.
for literally just driving and doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Ken Block got second in the Olympus rally recently.
Pastrana #1.
Pastrana got #1, and so Subaru got a 1-2. And Ken Block got second place.
That was a pretty jump.
Yeah, and Semenuk, Brandon Semenuk actually, I think he crashed actually.
Oh no!
Like this. Speaking of which, Sam crashing.
And I'm
He's
stuck.
Turn 3 right.
Oh, he's got a massive penalty.
In of a crest. Opens.
Good thing this is
80.
the shakedown.
Yeah, you got to repair your car. How disappointing! Ruining the car on the shakedown,
50.
like a chump.
Oh my gosh.
The team's gonna
Look at here.
rag on you for that.
Middle of a big jump.
You're gonna be like, you're just supposed to be testing. You're not supposed to be going that fast. It's like when the F1 guys are like,
To stop.
are testing and they crash, and it's like, oh man. Thomas, what's up, man?
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah, the Vermont sports cars STIs are they're pretty dang good. Yeah. I know, but Barry McKenna brought in a WRC car, and I think he's still testing it and working it out and stuff like that. But he brought in a WRC car, which is really interesting. To bring that in the mix is fascinating. I think that's going to be interesting for the American Rally scene. Barry McKenna's doing a lot, for that. I think he's got some pretty cool things. I wondered if he could actually run this last rally. I don't know if he could because I didn't see him. Did he have problems, or I didn't see him in the standings at all. So I didn't know if he maybe couldn't do it. So yeah, need Barry back. Yeah, okay, so that's what you were saying. Middle mic, yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. Or did I see that? I must have read it and been subconscious. Or it must have drilled its way into my subconscious. All right, man, you're up, Sam. Drive within your means, but you gotta listen to the calls. I think the calls are the key, Sam. Like knowing what's coming over the crest, You know what I mean? You hear me, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starts 20.
Uh-oh, Jay
right of
King is
crest,
up there again.
30, turn unseen, 4 left long. Good luck.
Oh, I didn't know about his car and the engine. Interesting, Mike. That's interesting. Oh, he had a family issue. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't know that. Yeah, it was weird because it wasn't like him to miss a rally. Like he's pretty, he's pretty much there every time. That's a shame, though. Yeah, Group B and Group A were definitely awesome. The rally gets good. I mean, like this last rally in Croatia, obviously John Armstrong, we were mentioning that, he won, which was phenomenal. I love that. And I loved like how when they advertised him before, he was like, quote, like the video game guy, and I was like, screw that, he's done so much in rally. And they were trying to like sort of like find that angle in presenting him and stuff, and they can't deny his skill now. He's winning. I think he's gonna win the junior. I've been saying this from the beginning. I think he's gonna, if he gets funding for the whole season, he's gonna win the junior WRC. That's my call. And I'm not just, I mean, I do like him, and we're somewhat biased, I think, but I mean, he's just good. He's just good, and he is really composed, and I think like the crash in Sweden that he had last year is like, I think it's just gonna help him. I don't think it's gonna hurt him. I think it's like he's been there, done that. It's kind of like a fighter losing a fight. You just like work harder to be there. So anyways, what I was gonna say is this last Croatia rally, it was 0.6 seconds that Ogier beat, Elfyn Evans by, and so, it's good. The rallying's good now. Like, it's not, of course, it's not the same as Group B. It's not insane, but it's still really good. I mean, it's very, very good. I think they need to start telling more stories like that. The Netflix, like the F1 series, and they need to start telling more of the stories like that. They have a little bit of it, but it needs to, they need to do a little bit more storytelling like that, I think. Let's see. Oh no, Thomas. Oh no, man. Is it a heart-related thing, or is it your back? Oh, you were mentioning your back or your neck or something, right? Thomas can't rally again, Sam.
Huh?
Thomas Duran, he can't rally again.
Why?
He got a medical report back and he can't. So like, that's like, and
ever?
Yeah, well, he's gonna probably type it in the chat, but he won't be able to. Yeah, 'cause he got some medical, probably for his back or neck or something like that, or a heart condition or something like that. Kind of be like Carroll Shelby, that kind of a situation. But man, that is gutting. That's like, hopefully you can still be involved though, Thomas. Like, hopefully there's a way, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could, like, you've got so much experience, like, you've done it a bunch, hopefully there's like a way that you can, I don't know, just be part of a team or do something or be on the other side of it. Maybe, I don't know that maybe you'll still be able to be involved, but man, that is like ripping your heart out. If you want to rally, it's like, jeez. Yeah, okay, his back, he said, Sam. If he has another crash, he's in a wheelchair. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. That's the worst.
Yeah.
And it's... we knew, when I was growing up, we knew a football player. He made it to the Phoenix Cardinals, and then in training camp, blew his knee out. He never play again, and it like really affected his life. And they don't have to honor the contract if you get hurt in training camp. So same sort of situation. Just you know, it's just passion. What you do, it's your passion. And it's like that. I'm hoping that, you know what, man. Like, so if you can't do that kind of rally, you know, maybe, I mean, sim racing you might be able to. You know what I mean? I know it's not a close second to the real thing, but you know, if you have a rig or have a way, I know you have a rig and stuff like that. Start crushing it on those leaderboards, man. You know, hopefully we'll get to the point where we can plug in our brains and it'll feel like you're there in person. You know, WRC nowadays is incredible, mega competitive. Yeah, yeah. The ambulance in Group E had the fastest time. Yeah, right. Junior WRC has another amazingly close field. They do, Mike. They do. John just needs a bit more seat time and stay on top of his pace. Yeah, he will have some tough competition this year, for sure. But I still think he's gonna win. Okay, let's see. Go ahead, Sam. You can go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, today's cars are faster than Group B. It's kind of like Colin McRae. Colin McRae's style of driving was not the fast, like the way they drive in the WRC now is not as out of control looking. It's not as cool looking. He's like almost like drifting, you know. But that, if you were to drive that way now with the cars they have now, you'd be slower. So it's that sort of thing. Oh, you're gonna do the Marshall. Good, Thomas. That's awesome. That's great, man. Yeah, I mean, if you can be involved like that, like in some way, like, I'm even thinking, like, it'd be cool to, you know, have you, like, in the, like, as part of a team, or, like, I don't know. But, man, talk about being gutted. That's, like, and, I mean, that's, like, that's the real part of it, you know, and I've talked about that with Sam, you know. I've talked about it, like, you know, like understanding the risks. Like when you do this kind of thing, like there are risks that come with it. And you know what is remarkable though, and what's crazy, is you have someone like Thomas who has one crash, and you know, and he'll be in a wheelchair if he doesn't. But then you have someone like Pastrana, who literally has like half of his body is like you know, I don't even know, like probably titanium or something from all the doctors replacing parts. And I'm like, how is it that Pastrana can even like get up in the morning and walk around? Like some of the wrecks that he have, if you guys have ever seen like Nitro Circus and stuff, it's crazy. He was talking about how he's like his wife was talking about how he like screams at night, like or real loud, like, and he has these horrible dreams and stuff like that. I don't know if he still does, but he mentioned in that documentary that he did. And and he said he thinks like it's all this scary stuff that he does during the day that has to come out at some point. And he said it comes out at night. So. Now, if you're the marshal for Sam, you got to watch out because Sam will take you out at the legs.
Yeah.
Thomas, when he finishes, like he just did.
I gotta see the end of that.
You almost lost it there on that one part.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for, that part? Yeah. So you
So
came
it's-
off
it's
to like you came off at an angle, and then you overcorrected, and you know that was lucky, yeah.
There's so many jumps.
Oh, you're in the Donegal Motor Club. Nice.
Jump. 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 Jump.
That's great. That's really good.
Alright, let's continue. Woo!
Go
Yeah,
for it.
that's-
Try out your Subi. Fanatic J, have fun in it, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. That's good. I'm glad you can still be involved, Thomas, but gosh, talk about being gutted
100.
when you wanted to do it again. That's really frustrating.
Where are my lights?
Did you break them?
No.
Turn them on.
I can't while I'm doing this part.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Maybe they're on.
Middle of a jump, 100, flat
There we
right
go.
of a crest and dip, 6 left of a crest long, opens of a crest,
I don't need them right now, though.
100.
Yeah.
Flat right of a crest, opens of a crest, to keep middle of a jump.
Yeah, Travis is crazy.
Middle of a crest and flat
He's crazy. I don't know how he
50.
can walk, seriously. Like, when he's 70, he's not going to be able to
Keep middle
move.
of a jump.
I mean, like, you can already see it, like, a lot of times, like, you'll see him walking and you're just like, oh man, he's probably in pain right now. Like, you know, he just, yeah.
Keep middle of a jump.
Whoa.
In
Oh
this
my
thing,
God.
to take that jump.
Yeah.
Oh,
Careful, don't over control. You're over controlling, like, you know, you're reacting
my
too
gosh.
spastically. Yeah. You gotta be smooth, be smooth, be smooth.
Opens of a crest. And
It's hard to be smooth on this kind of thing, but you gotta be.
opens. 6.
Otherwise, you'll over
Extra
control.
long, narrow. And
Yeah, front wheel drive is sketchy when it starts to get. Yeah, because you just. Yeah, you have to just mash the throttle, which is why it's good Sam kept a hold of the throttle on that part.
40.
It's kind of like when a motorcycle goes underneath you. You know, you've got to hit the, like those guys on the
Extra long, 40.
what's that crazy race? You guys know what I'm talking about? The Isle of Man, the TT race,
Maybe.
where they're like the back end starts to get swirly and they've got to just like
And crest.
mash the
6 left of a
throttle.
crest jump. Into 6 right long of a crest. 30.
Rear wheel
6 left long of a
drive
crest. Opens of a
is at least
crest.
predictable though,
50.
predictably oversteery, right?
Right of a
Yeah,
dip.
front wheel drive is it's tricky. The understeer just makes it like really problematic.
Middle of a jump.
All wheel drive is the easiest,
Into
yes.
6 right long. Opens. Keep middle of a crest and care. 5 left.
All the stuff you did at an early age is waiting for you in the older years, not fun. Yeah, exactly.
Extra,
Yep.
extra long of a crest.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, didn't wreck though. That car's still running, so that's good.
I have a puncture though.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna restart because I have a
Okay,
puncture. I
that's
don't know
fine.
why I got a puncture from that.
Well, you ran over like a whole like wooded area in a bush. That'll puncture it.
Just a bush though.
Yeah, but if a bush is planted in the ground and you run over it with your car, there's a real good chance you're gonna pop your tire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, you guys got to see if you haven't seen that TT race, like where the guys are starting to lose it on their motorcycles. They just have to mash the throttle, and that's like that's unbelievable. I don't even know how those guys do it. I have no idea. It's crazy.
6 left of a crest long. Opens of a crest. 100.
Yeah, he had one sector to go. I don't know if he had. Did you have a service after this, Sam?
To keep
What?
middle of
Do you have a
jump.
service after this one?
To keep
Yeah.
middle of a
Oh, you do.
crest.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
50.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could have kept going, I guess.
Middle of a
No, because it's a puncture and,
20.
Yeah.
and it's hard to drive because I couldn't turn like the other way.
Yeah, it understeers like crazy, especially if you have a puncture on the front.
I did have it on the
And
front.
6 left long. Past house. 50.
You guys, this is the other thing about John Armstrong too. You know what team he's on right now? He's on the Dirt Rally team. That's like what it says. So Codemaster sponsored him.
4 long.
He's on the Dirt Rally team, and he went out there and won the first rally he was in, which is pretty amazing. And I'm like, all right, so when's the team gonna get expanded? You know, you got a Dirt Rally team. What about a new upstart? Would make for good PR. We're training the next generation, someone who makes, you know, avid use of the sim that they've created, and I don't know, it reads like a good story. Sam started off playing Dirt Rally when he was 7 years old, then moved on to Dirt Rally 2, did really good in the Dirt Rally 2 World Series, like his first time running. This year he's going to crush it even more. You know, I don't know. It's a good story.
Maybe. And 3 right of a crest.
You guys listening? Dirt Game, you listening? You out there?
And crest. And 6 left of a crest jump. Into 6
Makes
right
for
long
good
of a crest.
PR.
30. Early 6 left long of a crest. Opens of a crest. 50.
I want to see how far Sam can go in his career, like with this career mode. Like I want to, because they changed it. It used to be like you would set the difficulty. Now you don't set the difficulty. Now it's just what it is, which I think is better. Like as you move up, it just gets more difficult. That's the way it should have been. Woo!
crest into sudden.
The downhill sections are where it gets real sketchy because when you have to brake, you know, like that. Oh, understeer, baby, you made it. And I think you kind of have to stay in the ruts. Like, I think you have to stay in the ruts to, when you get outside of there, it would all be loose gravel because people that take that line would shoot all that gravel out to the side, and then so all that stuff that's on the side is very, very loose. So staying in the other course is like a real, I think, key way to keep up your times. Did you hear that, Sam?
No.
So stay inside those grooves. Stay inside the...
There's no real grooves.
Yeah, I'm saying stay inside where the line where everybody is, because if you get to the outside, all that gravel on the outside is going to be much more slippery. So,
Okay.
yeah, try that and it'll help, I think. Jeffro, what's up?
6 left of a crest, jump, 50, 3 left of a crest, opens, keep right of 80.
Imagine Dirt Rally adds spectators in the Group B career mode. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. They'd get in so much trouble for that, though. Like, if they had spectators. There'd be a way to do it, though. That would be really fun. That'd be really fun, like historic, like a historic race or something. I think that, like, I really liked, like, the Colin McRae add-on that they had, where they give you, like, some context about what was happening, and your car's, like, you know, damaged a little bit, and you've got to make it through the stage and stuff. Like, I really like that. It'd be cool to see them release, like, other historic scenarios that you have to make it through, right? So they could even use the same stages, but like stuff like that, like having the crowd be in there, or, you know, different things like that. Like, you know, having Group B, but like disabling the handbrake and doing, you know what I mean, stuff like that, making it you have to go manual or whatever. It'd be really fun.
We might have won that stage.
Jeffro, I actually set the thumbnail now. I go in on my PC and upload it. Maybe there is some issue in there that's doing it, but it shouldn't be set that way, because the thumbnail, like, I when I announce the stream, like, I create it like real early in the day, like hours and hours ago. I created it, and nice, Sam. That's awesome.
Out of how many people though?
Out of a lot. Yeah, a lot, Sam. That's good.
So if like this is 500, what?
Yeah, career mode would be 18 plus. Yeah. No, you're doing good, man. Look at all those people that did it.
Out of like 500, with 500 like that, how many people do you think did it?
500,000. Let's see, like 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, there's probably like 8 to 12,000 in there, or something like that.
And I'm 330.
It's good.
Hi, I'm Tucker.
I would like to be Sam's co-driver if I could, at some point, for something. But I also want to start him off with somebody that's really experienced, because there's a whole bunch of other aspects, and Thomas can talk about this too, he knows. But there's a bunch of other aspects to rally, like, you've got, like, there's all these different things. Like, you got to show up at this place on time. You've got to, you have to check in here. You have to go through this one particular section at this certain time, and you have, like, there's all these different things that you have to do, and you can get penalties if you don't do that stuff. And so there's a lot to keep track of and a lot to manage along with the calls. So the co-driver has a lot more duties beyond just the calls. So I would definitely want to build up to that. Like, I do want to take, like, the Gelsaminos, Rhiannon and Alex. They have a class on co-driving and stuff like that. It'd be fun for Sam and I both to take it. I think that'd be really good. So I want to see how much that is.
Both to take it?
Yeah, they recommend that drivers and co-drivers take it, because they're, like, of all that stuff I was saying, Sam, like, you just knowing how it's going to work, and that you have to arrive at certain things at a certain time, and, you know, stuff like that. Let's see.
I'm starting dead last.
Yeah, Sam. Mike was saying, just keep going. If you have a puncture, it'd be good for you to learn to do it just for the next World Series or something like that. You know, to get the, or like real life. Yeah, for your career mode, just keep going, man. I like it. Like, I like you having that sense of urgency. I agree with him. Don't restart.
Yeah, but I had three stages left or something.
Yeah, but don't. So what? You gotta fight through it. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. I like that about career mode if you do it that way.
I don't even think I would have been able to turn then.
The good news is that as he gets higher up in this, I think it gets to the point where there's no restarts too. So that's good.
F2 kit card.
Oh, we've seen FDM 215. Yeah, we've seen that new one. I was like contemplating it, getting it for him, but I heard that it doesn't work with PS4. It doesn't work. So right now, if he wants to switch over for PS4, he can with this wheel. Now, the majority of what we do is on the PC, but having the option to switch over would be really good. And we wouldn't be able to. Like, basically, his PS4 driving-wise would become useless, and he wouldn't have WRC9. He wouldn't have he wouldn't have Dirt 5 or anything like that. So not that he doesn't play those that often, so we have to see. But I think they're coming out with another version, or at least coming out with an update for it that will allow it to work with those other things. Once that happens, then we would definitely consider it. Because that looks really cool. I mean, it's not... And Sam has all the other stuff that can work with it. So if all that other stuff works with it, all we would do is just replace the CSL Elite base. And to be honest, we could probably sell the base, at that point for, a fair amount. We could sell the base and be able to get that, and that'd be awesome. So...
Before the stage starts, I'm going to take a pee break.
Oh, you reselect the thumbnail in the Go Live tab on Streamlabs. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. I didn't know we could do that, Jeffro. I'll check that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand why that's happening. So I'll make sure that we redo that when we go in there. I'll select it again. I didn't know that was like a workaround. That's great. YouTube's got something going on. Yeah, that's right. I know he always doubts his skills. He does. See you, Fanatic. Have fun in your Subaru, man. Have fun. P-brake number 1. I really do need a graphic for the P-brakes. Oh, that's really funny. I'm gonna make one. I want to redesign Sam's, like, the look of his stream and stuff too. Like, I want to do a new intro at some point and stuff like that too. I want to do all that pretty soon as well for him. And I want to try to, like, I have the last bit of furniture that I ordered like 4.5 months ago coming to my room. I want to make my room, like, kind of the recording area if I can for us. I think that'd be kind of cool. And so when we're talking about stuff, we can record it in there. I'd like to do that, but we'll work all that out. Quick pee break. No harm done.
Nope.
He's just protecting his bladder.
Yes.
Don't pee in your race suit. So
yeah.
Randy Probst has a hilarious story about getting caught, out there and not wanting to lose places. So he literally peed in a bottle and like dumped it out the window of his car. It's so funny. It's an awesome story. It's on like Car Wiki, like VinWiki or whatever that channel is.
2, 1.
Mike said, can you hear me, Sam?
Yeah.
Mike said 3 stages, but a spare tire and over half a minute ahead. Don't doubt your own skills, Sam. Got that right. YouTube does have a lot going wrong, I know, Jeffro. But the thing about it is, like, I was actually just talking to a programmer at the MMA gym when I was there. He's runs servers. He's an IT guy, maintains servers for a bunch of different companies. And he was talking about YouTube, like, and all the back end, and like he called it petabytes. I didn't know that there was something called a petabyte. It's like there's terabytes, which you guys know, but 1,000 terabytes is a petabyte. It's really funny. I'd never heard that term. And so he was talking about how YouTube has just like petabytes of data that have to be transferred over from one server to another, like across the ocean, and like it's just crazy. Like the complexity of it is remarkable, and for them to be able to do what they do, like it's quite remarkable. So I am like, oh crap, it's not working, but man, I mean, when you think about what we can do on that platform and all that, it's unbelievable. So Pretty awesome, you know, I think. But I know what you mean. Like they always have something going wrong. I feel like it's like the nature of things. Like there has to be something going wrong, and you know, it's too big to not have something going wrong.
They kind of needed my lights for this stage.
Yeah, I think you're good with it. It looks worse without them. I agree, Sam. Even I think that. So.
It was really only for the beginning.
Hey, Jer, nice. You got some piano students to teach. Yeah, that's good. Teach them up, man. Teach them good. Get them playing those scales. They're like, I don't want to practice my scales. And they'll be like, it's the way you practice your scales that makes the difference.
Turn unseen, 5 right, keep in of a crest.
Hand position, scales, all that stuff. All the fundamentals. Rally's got its own set of fundamentals as well that Sam is working on. What's up, Gerard?
Gerard, hey,
I know,
what's
pita
up?
pita bites. It's making me hungry. I know, it sounds like a fast, or not a fast food, like a frozen food section version of something. It's like, now from Hormel, like, you know, Mom, we can't go out for Greek food again. It's like, Jimmy, I put some pita bites in the oven. It's like, pita bites. Like, what would the theme song be? When you need some Greek food and you need it in a rush, pita bites. Keep your kids hushed. Or whatever. Pita bites. They don't really have like, they don't, you know, it's funny, they don't have a lot of slogans like that anymore. I've noticed that on commercials, like they don't really do that much anymore. But like back in like the 90s and like late 80s especially, like I remember when I was growing up, it was like there was that song like, pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. And it was like bagel bites or something. It was like, I remember that as a kid, like singing it. And I'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, those things are good. Oh, so funny.
6 left long, 150, over finish, to stop. Well done.
Somebody's gonna use that. Somebody who works for like, you know, Oscar Mayer, and they're gonna make pita bites.
We might have won that stage.
Good job, Sam.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, what would you think about having some pita bites?
What is a pita bite?
What if it was like a frozen pita, like a small pita, frozen, and you just put them in the oven? Pita bites. Like some like lamb, like shawarma meat with like tzatziki, and then it's in like a ball of like pita dough, and you just cook them. we love gyros, or you know, gyros, or how, if you're in New York you say gyros, but I say gyro. I think that's how you say it. But you can have pizza when pizza's on a bagel. You can eat pizza anytime. So funny. Oh,
Here are the
I
standings.
should write jingles. Yeah. I should be fun.
Here are the standings. What's that flag?
What flag?
The one right at the top.
Oh, that is that Bahrain? Well, let me see what Bahrain's flag is. If I'm right about this, Sam.
You're not right.
Wait, didn't I say this last time? You asked that last time.
Not the same
Oh,
flag.
snap. That is Bahrain's flag.
It is?
Woo!
You thought Bahrain
Who said
was
Americans don't know geography? Or flags. I guess flags is not the same as geography, but still. No, wait. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's not Bahrain. Might be a different country.
Let me see it.
Hold on.
Let me see the flag and see if it's the same.
Because it's
flag.
kind of like a purplish. Which would be really funny after I said all that, if it's... Okay, hold on. I'll find it.
Let's see if he's correct.
Oh, wait. Here it is. Dang it! It's Qatar. It's Qatar. It's that one. Dang it! I was wrong.
Yeah, it is Qatar. Without the weird thing on the side of it.
Yeah, Bahrain is like actually I think red, not quite as like purple. But to be fair, it's a very similar flag. It just is a little bit of a different color. Dang it. American fail again.
See, Americans know their flags.
No, they know geography. I'm like, dang it.
Let's see what I got for that stage. 700.
At least it's not the daily double. Yeah, exactly. Don't restart, yeah. You're doing good, man. Sam's just plowing through Finland.
Finland.
Like a boss.
Like a boss.
He's flowing through like a boss.
This stage is exact.
Oh snap! Nighttime.
This stage is exactly 5 miles.
Look at those hella lights shining in the darkness, in the Finnish darkness. Yeah. Look at all those flying Finns cheering you on, Sam. Can you imagine, Sam, like how crazy it would be, like if you actually can drive a rally in one of these places, like Finland or like Spain or whatever or something like that. Like eventually you do that and you're just sitting there at the starting line and you're just like, I did this in dirt rally too. Like I'm doing it for real, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm gonna say when that happens, you're gonna think back and be like, wow, this is amazing. I'm not gonna say if. I'm gonna say when.
I'll say if.
Sam's always down on himself. I don't think he realizes, like, at his age and where he's at, how awesome he's doing.
Oh, I realize.
You you just switched from extreme humbleness to extreme pride.
Boom, shifted.
Boom. Shifted. Pizza does have all the food groups. Meat,
5, 4,
cheese,
3, 2,
like carbs,
go.
and
Left 80.
spice.
Crest. Into 6
Meat
right long.
and spice
Tightens 5
is
over crest.
at the top. So meat, cheese,
60.
carbs, spice.
Caution, 6 left.
The only one
extra
missing
long,
is
tightens
sugar.
over crest.
So
50. Front crest, jump.
yeah, he's got the number one driver mentality. He does.
6. Very long over crest.
He does. He's so funny.
Front jump. 50.
He's like
Left of a
he'll
jump.
say he can't do it and then he just does it. Like at the end of last stream, if you guys saw the last stream, he'll say he can't. He'll be like, I can't do it, and then the very last run, bam, nailed it.
Over bumps. Crest and 6 left long of a crest. A dip. Tightens 5 left of a jump. 100 of a crest. Flat right of a crest. Jump into caution. 50 for left of a crest. 80.
Whoa,
Flat
jeez.
right of a jump. 150.
Nice, Sam. You're starting to get a feel for the car. I can tell.
5 right of a jump. 100.
Yeah, I wonder. Like, I wanted to tell you guys.
Into 6
So,
left, extra
Rally
left
Ready
long, tightens of a
is in
jump.
Texas, okay?
50.
And my brother-in-law, his Skyline, a tuner blew up his Skyline. Like he was tuning the car. Actually, it's a long story, but he blew up his Skyline and messed up the engine enough to where it had to be rebuilt. So that guy's gonna pay for that. And but the engine's getting shipped like around and stuff. So it's going into South Texas to be redone and stuff like that to some shops that are there. There's a couple different shops. There's like a machine shop that it's going to that does higher end engines like that. Then there was another shop that's going to put it back together and do all this stuff. So anyways, that's kind of closer to Austin, I think, or on the way. And so Rally Ready is there near Austin. So I'm going to try to coordinate it so Steve Apedia, the Sam's uncle, my brother-in-law, so we can go down, because he's going to need somebody to go down and get his car anyways. You know, so we're going to go down and get his car. And then I'm thinking Rally Ready, they have this new thing where you can do 3 laps around their facility in a rally car for $100. So I was like,
Keep in.
Sam, you guys have been donating for Sam to go to rally school.
30.
And so I thought, you know, $200 to give him 6 laps in a real rally car. I mean, I feel like there's going to be nothing more motivating than that. And they'll get to see, if they let him do it, they'll get to see his skill set. And also, I thought we could do a bunch of videos on that. Like, even just the difference that Sam will feel in, like, a whole difference in sim racing compared to that. You know, so like do interviews about, you know, like while we're there and how he feels about the process and stuff like that and all of that. That'd be really cool. It'd be cool to see the area too, and just it'd be a fun trip as well. And if they would let him, he could take our Mazda 2 on the course. I think that'd be fun too. Take the Mazda 2 on the course and just shred it. But yeah. So anyways, you know, I think we might do that. We might try to organize that and do that if they'll let him. It's on private property, and I'm going to show him like how he's, you know, he's driven my Mazda 2, he's driven the van that we have a little bit, and he's driven the, you know, the K car. You know, now he's driven that one too. Those are the 3 cars he's driven. But they're, you know, the Mazda 2 is a stick, and the Cappuccino is a stick and stuff. So, so I'm thinking that would be a good thing for him to do, like. You know, so because he couldn't, we don't have enough money to do the full rally school down there, which is like $3,500. That would be amazing. But also, I might want to wait till he's a little bit older, maybe like 13, 14, before he does that. Anyways, just so he can get the most out of it. You know, I feel like he could get more out of it if he did that. Nice, 30 seconds. Nice, Sam.
I'm gonna stop at the second one.
There you go. But yeah, I want to work with those guys because they seem so cool. They seem so awesome, those guys. And I think it would just be great to meet them. And like, you know, Bucky Lasik works with them. If you guys know Bucky, you know, it'd be really fun. I mean, it'd be great. Like, 11-year-old drives a rally car. You know, I mean, you can't get much better in a video than that. You know, and what would be really funny is like to have a shot. I think what I would do is get a printout of Calais Rovanpera and just cut together some clips of him driving, and then have one where he goes by and the camera pans over and it's like this cutout, like, you know, cardboard thing of Calais Rovanpera like waving or something, you know. That'd be like a little quick nod to him, you know. That'd be really funny. Like people that like rally would get it. So yeah, I think it could be really, really cool, and I think it's one of those things where he would get the feel for it, and they would probably like say stuff to him. Like they'd probably say, "Hey, do this. This is the way you wanna function. And then he could take that knowledge into, even though it would be quick and short, like he could take that knowledge into the practice on the sim. You know.
What's that flag, Daddy? In number 14.
What's that? Oh, that's is that Kenya or Ethiopia? I can't remember. I think that's Kenya. Let me see. Kenya flag. I think that's Kenya, isn't it? Yeah, that's Kenya.
What's this one?
Which one? Qatar or Qatar, however you say that.
What is this one? Super easy.
Yeah, that's Italy. With DeLuca. I don't know that. Is that the Solomon Islands or something like that? I don't know what that one is.
That's up to you to guess.
All right. I'll look it up. You keep going.
Solomon Islands is your guess?
Or the Marshall Islands or something like that. No, Solomon Islands, that's not it. Marshall Islands. It's got like the United States sort of. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay, let's see. Yeah, what's this one? Let's see. I can find it. It's gotta be oh, it's Malaysia. That's right. Malaysia. Yeah. Learning flags with Sam and John. Yeah, I know, right? What's up, Fred Loot Llama? Good to see you in here.
Hey!
Sam, what do you think about that, going to Rally Ready? Doing 6 laps in a fully prepped rally car?
That would be super fun.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah. I'm just gonna drive like this.
All right.
Just gonna drive like this now.
Go for it.
Starts 34 left long into 6 right, tightens 4 of a crest.
I can hear it. It's probably coming through your mic, actually, like that.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know very many flags, especially when it. I would have thought with like that crescent and the star, it would be something in the Middle East, but I guess Malaysia is kind of, sort of, around there. You have to go far, but.
I put them back on. There's no way I
Right,
can
there you go,
have-
Mike. That's it. Yeah, with the Islamic heritage. Yeah, like that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Like with all of that, but it is interesting. Like, you know, thinking about flags and stuff like that. That reminds me too. Sam and I are working on a video idea of doing, you know, profiling all the trophies that have shown up in rallies, which are very interesting. We're gonna do a video on that, I think, too. Go for it, man. You got this.
Okay.
How you feeling today, Sam? You feeling good?
Yeah.
Talk to him a bit. Talk to him while you're driving. No, handbrake's not working yet. I have a temporary solution, but it's also back ordered at FANATEC, so that's unfortunate. But I'm gonna try to take it off and like do a temporary solution that'll just kind of keep it in place. I think I'm gonna try. We'll see, but I don't know if it'll work. Well, we'll try.
Just use like plastic kitchen clips.
Plastic kitchen clips.
Yeah.
Where?
That should work.
Oh, you're saying on that? I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk to him, Sam. As you're driving, tell him how your day's going.
Okay. So far my day has been going pretty well. I had to do this really long project on Texas today, which was pretty annoying.
True.
That's basically all I've been doing for like the whole day, and then I read a book while I was eating lunch.
Yeah.
And then after this, we're gonna go to the gym, which is exciting.
Tell
Tomorrow
them
is
some
Friday.
Facts. Oh yeah, tell them some facts about Texas
Okay,
that you found
so
out.
the first ever rodeo was actually in Texas. No surprise to that fact, but so what? The person who made Texas's flag is unknown. Nobody knows who like designed it.
That's true.
It's so interesting.
It is interesting. Tell them what the state flying animal is. Not the state bird, but the state like
Flying mammal.
flying mammal. Yes.
The free-tailed bat.
Yeah, and it's
Free-tailed bat.
it's kind of the Mexican free-tailed bat.
Oh,
too.
the
It's-
Mexican free-tailed bat.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
is.
that.
Yeah, we kind of stole it from Mexico and said, well, that's the flying mammal of Texas. Or if you throw your dog in the air, that could be the best flying mammal too. Like not that I think you should throw your dog. I'm just saying, let's just say a dog willfully could consent to be on a catapult, then that would be the best. You know?
There are over 16 million cows in Texas.
Yes, that I believe. That I believe.
It's like,
Which is, can you imagine how? Because they say like all the cow farts, you know, put like CO2 into that. Can you imagine how many cow farts that is?
Oh my
Texas
gosh.
is probably the world's capital for cow farts. I think.
yeah, it's,
Texas. You know, deep in the heart of Texas, where cow farts are commonplace. Oh
stays
man.
pretty fast.
Oh, Stephen Hager said, "Good day, little man. I'm rebuilding my rubbish rig from scratch after destroying it with my usual thrashing." That's what we like to hear. But that's rally style, man. That's rally style. And he said, "Looking forward to being able to challenge." Oh,
Oh boy.
bring it.
Bring
it.
on.
Bring the challenge. Sam loves that. He's used to challenging other people, so he loves it when people bring the fight to him. Rallying rookie brought it to him recently. Oh! Fail, but he's kept it from being stalled. He kept it from stalling. Oh, that drone just captured all that footage. Did you see that? That drone just captured. That's going to be
Stupid drone.
That's going to be replayed like over and over.
Stupid drone.
Left of a jump.
Everything's bigger in Texas, even the homework. Yeah. He's almost done for the year, though.
Okay, so in Texas, there is a ranch that's bigger than Rhode Island.
Yeah. It's true. What's it called? King Ranch or something?
King
like
Ranch.
That? Yeah, it's like, what are we going to name this ranch? It's like, I don't know. We're the king of all ranches. Like, let's name it King Ranch.
The first word said on the moon was Houston.
That's true, too. That's true, too. Houston. So, Sam, Fred Lutlam was asking if you're in person school.
No.
No, he does remote. Yeah. He does, oh, he missed the call. Sorry, Sam. We made you miss that call. Go, go, go. So he was going to in-person school in Pennsylvania, and then COVID hit and everything, and so then he finished out there
Also,
up into
because
the
I
summer.
hated it, we quit.
What's that? Yeah. Yeah, so he was doing, he was just like you know, they tried their best to do what they could, and they kind of finished it out remote that year, and it was weird. And then there was kind of a question that first summer of 2020 where it was like, well, are they going to open back up? And I knew they weren't going to, and I told my wife, I was like, instead of having him be in a school that is like, you know, trying to scramble to make it work, you know, I said, why don't we put him in something that was supposed to be remote from the beginning? That way it'll be way smoother. And she was like, well, you think they're going to, will they have the chance of going back in person? I said, no, I don't think they will. And so I was right, and then Sam started doing like this remote program, and when he started doing it, he absolutely loved it. Because there's like, the way Sam always describes it to us is like all the dead space in school, like he hates. Like he just wants to get his work done and be done. Like because he does a lot of things outside of school, because there's a lot of people that are always like, oh man, but how's he going to interact with kids? And like, he's always playing around the neighborhood with kids. He goes to MMA, hangs out with the kids. He wants to do football now, like flag football with the kids, like on a team. And he's doing so much, and he plays with his cousins all the time. He does. I mean, it's like he's always out there. So I think that's why he doesn't feel the need to, you know, to do that kind of thing. And so, anyways, he's loved it because Sam can finish within 2 or 3 hours. So what he's been doing is for the past like month and a half, he's been doing 2 days every day. So 2 days of work, and you can, because there's so much dead time in school, like telling the kids what to do, to go here, go there, like do, you know, lunch, like all that stuff. He just works and gets it all done. He just does it real quick and gets it all done, and he's real focused. And so I told him, I was like, next year, if you do 2 days every day, I was like, theoretically, you'll be done at Christmas. I was like, you don't have to do anything. I don't care. I said, if you're done at Christmas, you don't have to keep going. I was like, you can stop. You can just, I said, I don't care what you do. Or you can keep going and do the next semester and be ahead a grade. And I don't care what you, and take a whole year off. Or I don't care what he does, you know. If he gets his work done, it doesn't matter to me, you know. So he loves it. He loves it, and he just doesn't like all the. It's when we go to MMA class too, and the kids are like not paying attention, and he wants to go there and learn and do stuff, and he gets annoyed with them, the other kids. The good thing is, Sam, you get to spar them and punch them when you're annoyed with them, so that's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Old Hippie Sim Rally Racing, best name for a channel ever. He said, hi guys, awesome job racing, Sam. Keep up the hard work, young man, and good things will come.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That's the best. Okay, we gotta, after the stream, we gotta check out that channel. Old Hippie Sim Rally Racing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the picture, Sam. Look at the picture. Look.
Wait, where? Oh, yeah.
That's good stuff. You can answer the rest of them if you want, real quick. Read it out loud so everybody knows which one you're talking about.
There's no questions.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, wait, it says, have you guys seen a tornado yet? No.
No, but we did get a bad storm last night. Hail. We got hail last night.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. So one time in the MMA gym, these two kids were like fighting, and I said, stop or else. I said, stop or else. And they said, or else what? And I said, or else I'll punch you. I said, I'll punch you in the face.
Which he couldn't. Sam wouldn't, and he would get in trouble if he did. But they didn't know that.
They were punching each other in the face.
Oh, they were punching each other in the face?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't hit in the face. Like when they do the MMA stuff, they do body shots and they like feint to the head, like they'll fake to the head or whatever, but they don't punch each other in the face or the head or anything like that.
Yeah, like they.
Sometimes it hits accidentally.
Not in sparring. It wasn't in sparring. They were just sitting there like waiting for a lesson, and they were like hitting each other, and I said stop, or I said stop, and they said, or what? And I said, or else I'll punch you in the face. And they both stopped. They both stopped right away. I was like,
I'm sure the coach appreciates you. Sam's a man of you can see he's a really good mediator, really good. He's a peacemaker, right? He's like, stop or I'll punch you in the face. He's a diplomat. He's a diplomat, you know? A true diplomat in every sense of the word. But you know what though? It's whatever's most effective. I guess like with some, you know, if you were dealing with North Korea, you might have to say the same thing. Hey, just stop or I'm going to punch you in the face, all right?
like, yeah,
man.
because I just told them to stop because it was annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said stop. I said it like really like angry. I said stop, and they finally looked at me and said, or else what? And I was
like, you'll find out.
I didn't answer because I was thinking of what I should say, and then I said, I'll punch you in the face.
That's hilarious, man.
One of the kids actually kept doing it, and I did punch him in the face.
Not hard though, right?
Not hard, no.
Yeah. Just enough, right?
Just enough.
Oh man. Okay. Oh, you just went in person with masks and stuff. Yeah. Well, see, that's the whole thing. Like, there was like talking about the mask, but see, in Pennsylvania where we were, they brought kids back, then they sent them home, then they brought them back again, then they sent them home again. So it was like this whole like confusing sort of thing, and so it just wasn't worth it to try it. You know, it wasn't worth it to try. So I just said, let's just, and Sam actually really prefers doing it remotely. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Aussies, especially here in Victoria, have tons in common with Texans. Rally, barbecue, horses, and hats. Oh, you can't forget football. Yeah. You know what's so funny about that, Steven? Like, I've thought, like, the car scene, and I've always said the car scene in Australia is so awesome. Like, I always want to visit and see, like, the rally scene, everything, like, the whole car scene, like, everything. It's just, like, I feel like, I really do feel like a kinship there that is there. I really do feel like that. School, unfortunately, can't be fitting for everyone. Good when you can do it how you can best learn. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, Sam is... He just wants to do the work. Like, he doesn't, you know, all the other stuff. It like, honestly, like, 40% of what the teachers are doing, or maybe that's, like, maybe a generous thing. Like, it might be more than that. They're just telling kids to stop doing things or tell, like, you know, it's like, it's all this boring crap, and I felt the same way as Sam. It's funny that he feels like that. I just felt like it was, I would try to ask questions in class, and they would say, you know, stop asking questions, we have to move on, you know, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be learning. Like, it just, I didn't like anything about it either. It's funny that he ended up being the same way. But Sam, the arbiter of peace, Hardesty, exactly. I'll punch you in the face. All right, man, keep rolling. Keep rolling. You got this. Yeah, old hippie Sim Rally Racing said you have to stand up for yourself and others. Way to go, Sam. Yeah, I told him that. Like, there's a rule in a lot of schools around here. Like, in America, I mean, I guess I should say. Like, not necessarily in Texas, but in Pennsylvania for sure. They said they had a zero tolerance policy for any kind of aggressive behavior or any kind of violence of any kind. And so I said to the school, you know, people at school, like people that work there, I said one time, well, so you mean if somebody's getting bullied and a kid protects that person from being bullied and beats up the bully, you know, in a measured way, not in like an overboard way or something, but just, I said, they both get suspended? The kid that's defending the person that's being bullied? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, psh. I was like, whatever. I said to Sam, I said, if somebody's being bullied and you stand up for them, and I said, and you hurt the kid that's bullying them,
I'll take you to an amusement
yeah, I said,
park.
I said, they can suspend you. I said, I'll take you to an amusement park and stuff. I was like, standing up for someone who's getting the crap beat out of them or whatever or something like that, I was like, that's a risk. That's a risk to yourself. You could get hurt. That person then turns on you, you know? And I was like, that's, if Sam's going to be willing to do that, I was like, I'm going to reward him. I'm not going to, you know, what I told Sam was, I said, if there was any way you could get out of the fight besides doing that, I said, then you're going to get in trouble with me. You know, I said, if it's your ego or something like that, or you're like, I'll get you or whatever, you know. I said, no, that's not what, but I said, if you're trying to protect somebody and you're just trying to leave and they won't let you and you got to put them down, I was like, man, you do what you got to do.
Unfortunately, nobody bullied anybody that year.
Well, trust me, real fights, Sam, you haven't been in like some serious real fights. They're never pleasant. It's not good. It's not good for anybody. Trust me, it's not good. It's not like...
I have actually been in one.
Well, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, he was trying to hurt you, yeah. There was a kid at his school that was trying to hurt him. Like, he'd been picking on Sam, and Sam just stood up for himself, and you hip-tossed him twice.
I'm not talking about that kid.
Oh, you're not talking about that?
Well, actually, it was him, but still.
Yeah.
I haven't told you that story yet.
Yeah, I don't know this one. Okay, after the stream, you have to tell me. Yeah. Stop in the name of a punch in the face. Yeah. That's Sam's superhero cry. That's Sam's superhero cry. He's like,
Stop it.
Hey, you! Stop in the name of a punch in the face. That's actually really funny. That'd be really funny for that's really funny.
Our coach for striking should have that shirt. Stop in the name of
Yeah. Yeah, old hippie sim rally, you know, yeah, a lot of people don't like when I say that, but my whole thing is like, if there's any way, like if it's Sam's ego or he's trying to act tough or he's trying to do whatever, I was like, then he's going to get in trouble with me. But if he's protecting someone who's weaker and I'm like, I want him to do that. That's how I want him to live his life. You know, I don't want him to push it off to someone else. I don't want him to be like, oh, someone will take care of that or they'll be fine or what, you know. When he puts himself in the way and says, no, you can't talk to that person like that, and they say, what are you going to do about it? And he's like, I'm going to stand between you and them, and they attack him, like, psh, that's who I want him to be. That's the person I want him to be, you know, because he takes a risk doing that. So I can't even imagine a school board for a kid that's doing that, you know. I can't imagine a school board suspending someone. It just blows my mind, but what can you do, you know? So anyways, but really funny story about that. You can go ahead and you can get rolling, Sam, if you want. I'll tell this story.
All right.
Really funny story about that. My brother, when he was real little, he was probably like, I think my parents said he was like 6 or 7 or something like that. Well, this girl was picking on him at school every day. What's that?
I want to hear this.
Yeah, she was picking on him at school every day, just like constantly picking on him. And so he got home and he said, Dad, this person's like picking on me at school and stuff like that. And my dad's like, well, listen, you got to stand up for yourself. And he's like, if they attack you, he's like, you know, there's, you know, you can defend yourself and things like that. They keep hitting me and stuff. And he said, and so anyways, he had a whole talk with him. And so this girl comes and hits him like on the shoulder or something. So my brother like clocks her in the face. This girl. And then he goes into the principal's office. And when he gets there, the principal says like, well, why did you hit her like that? You know, Dan. And he's like, my dad told me that I could hit her. So my dad comes in and they're like, your son's saying that you, and my dad's like, okay, hold up, let me explain. Really funny. So that kind of backfired in that situation, but they were little, so it didn't hurt her.
Tell them the one about me and the kid who I threw.
All right, I'll tell him. You go, man. I'll tell him. Yeah, so we did a lot, like the other gym that we were at in Pennsylvania did a lot of judo throws. Like our coach was really good at judo and stuff. So he did a lot of judo throws. So the kids did a lot of throws and stuff. Well, there was a kid that they would play football at recess and stuff. And they weren't supposed to play tackle and stuff. Well, this kid would kept tackling Sam, just like.
No, that's not how it went.
I thought he would kept. Okay, go ahead. You just keep driving. You tell him.
I'll tell the story after I'm done with this stage.
Okay. So he was really picking on Sam like over a long period of time. And Sam, I asked him, I was like, well, did you go to the teachers? And he's like, yeah. And I said, well, did you just tell somebody? I said, have you told him to stop? And yeah. And so he went through all the steps that he should have gone through and everything he needed to do. And the kid just kept doing it. Like, because the kid was bigger than him. So I told Sam, I said, all right, well, I said, listen, I said, next time you're playing football, I said, if the kid keeps roughing you up and keeps doing all this stuff, I said, listen, just line up. I said, when you know he's going to have the ball, I said, line up. I said, and just hit him really hard. I said, just tackle him really hard. I said, just straight up tackle him. I said, and then just be ready when and my wife was like, no. And I was like, listen, he talked to the kid like 4 times. I was like, he went to the teachers. I was like, they're not doing anything. I was like, this and this. I was like, listen, I told my wife, I was like, he's probably gonna be friends with this kid afterwards. I was like, trust me. And so Sam could tell you his side of the story, but he did that, went and tackled the kid. Well, the kid got like, got up and came after him, and Sam did a, like a hip toss to him, like a throw, and then the kid got up and he did it again. Sam did it again. And so I'll let him tell you the rest. But then they were friends after that, I mean,
we were never friends.
I mean,
after that.
as good of friends as you could be. Like, at least you had mutual respect.
No, we were never friends after that.
Oh, really?
Nope.
But he stayed away from you, though, right? Is that right?
He stayed away from me, and I never talked to him again.
Oh, I thought you said you were friends then. Maybe that was somebody else.
Nope.
I thought you said like you and him got along after that. Well, either way.
I never talked to him
Did he
again
pick on
unless I
other
had to.
people? Did he pick on other people, or?
Yeah.
After that, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He stopped picking on a couple other people, though, that I told him to stop picking on.
Okay. Sam's like the enforcer. But it was really funny, though, because Sam was so much smaller than this kid. I remember seeing him.
I wasn't that much smaller. He was actually he was probably a couple inches taller than me.
Yeah, but he looked beefy compared to you.
He was.
Like you were like skinny. He was like beefy. Yeah, I know. I graduated. I graduated in 2000. Or, I'm sorry, 1997. So even then, it was a lot different. Yeah, it's a lot different. And but people used to be able to work it out. If it wasn't too bad, they could work it out. But I understand like the no tolerance policy. Like, I understand why people do it, but I just wish they would look at each situation individually and see. That was good. That was good, man. You're doing good. Yeah, fighting it should, and that's what I told. It should be the last resort, and that's what I told Sam. I was like, especially now that he goes to MMA and does that kind of thing. I was like, listen, I was like, it needs to be a last resort for you. I was like, because everybody, I said, if something happens, I was like, and if the kid gets hurt doing something crazy, I was like, if they know you have that kind of training, they're gonna come after you. I was like, so number one, you've got to use it as a last resort. But if you do use it, the nice thing about the MMA gym is that you learn control, because the whole point of what they're doing is to get, to dominate someone else, but to do it in a way where it doesn't hurt your training partner. So you're training and you're doing like jiu-jitsu, and everybody taps and stuff, so you understand how hard to go with certain people and how, so when you can hold someone in a position once you get there and kind of talk to them and be like, hey, stop, are you going to calm down now, and stuff like that. Like, you can get people to the point where you can talk sense, with them and things like that. So that's the nice thing about it is people feel like, that MMA fighters, like, oh, they're just going to beat the crap out of everyone. But actually, because they understand it, they don't actually feel the need to do that, So it's better for Sam that way too. He could actually get someone, sort of get them to the point of like submission without even really hurting them, like with nothing happening, So that would be good. That's the idea, I suppose. See the video of this big kid that was getting bullied? He picks up the bully. Yes, totally. And that kid was 100% a jiu-jitsu kid, like, and he was a good one too. I saw that video, 100%. And that's the kind of thing where he's trying to walk away. He's trying to go away, and the guy just like, and at a certain point, it's like, okay, all right. And they could be friends afterwards. That's the whole thing. If they do work it out, there's mutual respect there, and they could be friends. There's no reason why they couldn't be. Same thing happened to you. You had a bully for about 2 years and finally stood up to him, and after we were best friends. Still after 30 years. Yeah. That's the whole thing. I think it was different with the girls in my high school. When they had fights, it lasted like, it's still like they still hate each other, you know what I mean? But guys, it was different. They they bloody noses, they sit on the ground and they're just like, all right, why, that was dumb, wasn't it? And they're like, yeah, that was dumb. Funny. Yeah. That's what I always say to Sam. I'm really proud of everything that Sam does, like sim racing wise and stuff like that. I'm really proud of all that, like 100%. But and a lot of people say that to me. Like they're like, oh my gosh, like he's doing this racing thing that's really cool, and he's this and that, you know, which is all true. It's all true. But really, at the end of the day, I'm really proud of who he is and who he's choosing to be and the choices he's making. You know, above what he can do. You know what I mean? Like I am proud of him for what he can do, but there's a difference between what he can do and who he is. You know, and so, you know, that's what I always tell him. I always say, I'm proud of you. I'm not proud of what you're capable of doing, you know, like skill-wise or something. You know, I wouldn't care if he was, you know, like, you know, skinny and weak and couldn't stand up for himself. You know, it's like, it's if he was skinny and weak and wasn't athletic and stuff like that, but, you know, used his mind and was compassionate and was, you know, that's a different situation. You know, it's like. It's uh-oh. Car smoking. Car smoking. We got cooling problems. Cooling problems at the end of the rally. No, but yeah, but there really is. I mean, there's a difference, you know, and so it's a fine line you got to walk too, right? Because if you want to be a race car driver, you want to win. Like you kind of have to be a little like. There's some times when you have to be a real jerk, right? Like. Not a jerk, but you just have to be like, I want to beat all of you, you know? And you have to have that, like, I want to win. You have, and same thing with MMA. It's like you have to go out there being like, I want to win and I want to dominate you, you know? But in the same respect, you have to have enough of a moral compass to put that, to have that mentality, but control it, you know? And it's a really good, I really think, like, MMA is really, for kids, is really good because they learn that. They learn how to lose graciously. They learn how to win graciously. They learn how to control that side of themselves as well, and not feed it too much, but feed it enough to make them successful. And you know, because it's okay to want to win, you know, but when that desire to want to win it makes you an immoral, like when you start doing immoral things, that's when, you know, in whatever shape that is, that's when it's like. It's not good. Oh, that turn is crazy. I know that turn. That turn's crazy. But racing is a really interesting dynamic, isn't it? Like that, because like Senna was like that. Like did you guys see the documentary with Senna? Like you'll see him flip between that. He's like super compassionate, right? A very, very compassionate person is like how everybody was describing him. But just a real jerk sometimes on the track, like, you know, and like, I mean, it's just like that back and forth, and you have to walk that sort of that tightrope, you know. It's tough, and I almost feel like you have to have a better moral compass to do something like that, you know. So. Yeah, jiu-jitsu is so fun. Sam and I do that. I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, and then Tuesday and Thursday when he goes, I take the class after his and do that. So it's fun. We have a blast doing that. When he gets a little bit bigger, we'll be able to kind of roll together and practice stuff too. So, yeah, the Roosevelt saying, speak softly and carry a big stick. Exactly. And it's so funny too because like the head coach, like Chris Brennan, he's fought in the UFC and stuff like that, and he's just, you wouldn't know. I mean, if you could look at his ears and be like, okay. Oh, nice. You won. Boosh.
Boosh.
Nailed it. All right. So what are the standings? Because let's see if you even have to do the last two rallies. Okay. Yep. You have to do at least one more. Jay King needs to have a bad situation. If you do one more and he has actually, if he doesn't do well in this next one, you won't have to do the last one. So. First, just like a clean sweep, man. Look at that. Killing it. Look, he got third, second. That's why he's keeping up with you. But Alfonsi, so like if King goes out this rally, it really doesn't matter what, like as long as you finish somewhat in the points, it doesn't matter. Because Alfonsi would have to win first twice to get you, so... the first time you trained jiu-jitsu, you were Sam's age. Nice. Yeah, Sam and I started doing it like a year and a half or 2 years ago or something in Pennsylvania, or like 2.5 years ago. But we took that time off when we were because of COVID and the move. It's good to be back into it again. That's for sure. But what I was gonna say is about Chris Brennan is like, he's a really nice guy. You wouldn't know, and he's just an absolute killer. Like it's just, he's like demoed certain things and just said, hey, you want to feel it? And I'm like, and his like grip, and it's like, I would go to sleep in like 2 seconds if he put it on for real.
All my stuff is free.
Let's see.
Look at how many things I need to fix.
Look at that. That's from all those rollovers and stuff.
Replace it. Replace it. Replace it.
If only real life was like this, right?
Replace it.
You could replace it for free.
Replace it. Replace it. And replace it, and it's all free.
Nice. That's what we like, man.
Okay, so now let me tell you that story.
Okay, yeah. Hold on. I want to read what. So, Metal Mike was saying you have to be selfish. Yep. Yeah, right. Mike, that's it. Yeah, and you have to create a situation like that. And then after the game and mid-game, you have to have that moral compass to be able to kind of do it. I want to win for the challenge, not to show I'm better than you. Right. Well, that's the whole thing too. Yeah. But in order to win DSLC, like you gotta beat the other people, and so there's like that, it's like Senna and who was the
Fun.
what was his name? Gosh, he's the French guy. I can't remember his name. Dang it. Alain Prost, right? I think that's who it was. Like they had that like rivalry. Well, everybody thought that they were like so much against each other and stuff like that. Well, they had a tremendous respect for each other and they were friends, but they had that rivalry too. So you can kind of have both, Right? Yeah. Schumacher. That's right. Was crazy. Yep. That's right. But it is like, there's a balance to all that. Like you have to be balanced, and you have to, in order to win, you've got to beat other people, but you want to be gracious about it. You want to, there's just so much. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky. People that walk that line, yeah, it's tricky. Good job, Sam. Yeah.
Thank you.
Alain Prost. Yeah, there you go, Jerry. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. All right, tell your story. Go ahead and get started on this rally and tell your story.
Okay, so let me just do my tune. I'll tell the story while I'm doing my tune. Yeah. So in the school, whenever always recess, for our 30-minute recess, we would just play football the whole time.
Sorry. What place are you at right now?
What do you mean?
Where are you at? Like what rally?
Oh, Spain.
Spain. Okay. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So you've got to get. Okay. So go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and tell the story. I just was wondering for the tune. Here, you can tell the story. I'll set your tune for you. Go ahead. You can tell the story.
Okay. So.
I'll get it for you.
So every time in school, our 30 minutes, we would always play football for recess. And I got this like super crazy touchdown in what people thought. I got a crazy touchdown. Like I was right on the line. Like my feet were just barely behind the line. And this kid got so angry that he pushed my face into the ground. And I stood up and he starts running at me like he's angry. And then I just flipped him over onto his back and he slammed on the ground. And I looked at him and his eyes were like this. He was like, his eyes were so like super wide. And I was just there. And I even went like this to him.
I didn't know that.
So he got up and he did it again. And I flipped him again the second time. And then he just is like, whatever. And he stopped doing it.
Well, that's good that I didn't know you did all that. You did like the movie style stuff. I didn't know that. We're going to try some stuff. We'll do a little toe out. All right. All right, let's try this. Do a little shakedown.
4, 3.
This is a pretty aggressive setup, but I just wanted to try it. I like to go like with the setups like
5 right.
really aggressive
Don't cut. 3 left
first, and then kind of tone it back. Because a lot of times you don't need to tone it back. It feels okay.
Into cut. 3 left. Into 2 right tightens.
Spain's going to be interesting in this car.
Into 6
It's all about
left.
being smooth, I think, because you're not going to
Into
actually be
6
going
right
that
long.
fast.
Opens 30. Keep right into 2
So it's
left
about
tightens.
maintaining your speed and being smooth. And Sam will know some of these stages. He's going through
Into
Spain
5
right
left
now.
small cut. Into 5 right long of a crest. Into early 5 left of a crest. Opens 50. 1 right long.
Okay.
Opens. Into early 4 left.
Yeah, Schumacher did take it too far sometimes. That's right. And see, that's the thing. Like, it's a fine line. It's same like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan like took his like rivalries and like his. He just took it too far sometimes, you know. But so it's. But you have to have your head in the game, and you have to, you know, it's tricky. It's tricky stuff. And it takes a like. I remember a Navy SEAL, or not a Navy SEAL. It was like an undercover agent for like the CIA. Like someone asked them, well, you know, do you feel like you know you're having to lie for a living, basically? Like, do you feel like that makes you more like? Basically, they were saying like, don't you think you're like morally suspect because what are you getting? Dropping it? Yeah.
That's way too high.
Okay. There you go. I bumped it up. That was my bad.
That's okay.
But what his comment was he said, you know, I've got to lie to these bad guys to keep people safe. And he said, I actually need a better moral compass than most people. He said, because when I come home, I've got to turn that off. He said, I've got to pretend to be another person. He said, I have to be understanding. I have to understand enough to actually just use that in the times when I need to use it and things like that, you know, and so, yeah, so it's interesting. So I think it's sort of the same thing with like a race car driver or somebody who's really trying to win at something. Like you have to, you know, you have to have that beast mode, but you have to be carrying. I think Lewis Hamilton, like he's kind of like that. Like he's pretty soft spoken, but I think he really wants to win out there. But he seems like he cares about other people, and you know, but it's back and forth, and on different days you're gonna get a little bit of a different feel depending on, you know, where, like the race car drivers, like when you catch them. It just depends when you catch them, you know. But nobody likes to lose, you know. That's out there. So always slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Exactly, most important tactic. Totally. Smooth. So that's what Sam and I always say. We don't like we were talking about it. We don't like the phrase slow is fast. We like smooth is fast because it's misleading to say slow is fast, but it feels slow. That's why. And we get why people say it, but we just feel like it's more accurate to say smooth is fast. But yeah, totally true. Yeah, Jakuba, we don't know. Like, I think it's a YouTube thing, but Jeffro gave us a good tip. Like he said, in Streamlabs, go in and replace the picture again. So there's something that was, and a bunch of other streamers have had it too, but I think that will fix it. So we'll fix that for next time. That should be fixed if I go back in and redo that. I don't know why it was. It's so weird.
3, 2, 1, go. 300. 5 right.
Yes, Alonso did the dirtiest thing. Yeah, I see. I don't like that. Like, I am definitely not like a win at all costs person. Like, no, absolutely not. Like, if I found out that Sam was doing dirty stuff like that to win, and you know, that's not like you know. It's one thing to be like Alain Prost and like, or you know, someone like, and point out that the other team has like, even if it's something small on the car, like that doesn't meet regulations or whatever. That's different. Like, that's kind of playing the game, and you're like, look, your car, like, you know, it doesn't affect their performance at all, but you're just pointing out where they didn't meet standards, so they have to, you know, change the car or whatever. That's playing within the rules to me. But purposefully crashing into someone while you're allowed to do that, I mean, technically maybe you're not allowed to do that, I guess, but that's just so That's no. Like, how do you take satisfaction in a win from that, right? It'd be tough to take satisfaction in a win too, if you like pointed out something wrong with somebody's car and they had to change it and that's why they lost. Like that's, I just don't, you know. I don't know. For me, it's like that's dirty. Like those dirty tactics and stuff like that. If Sam ever did them, I would be like disappointed.
2.8 seconds.
You know? Nice.
Cut off my original
Very
time.
nice. Yes, Hamilton can be a little dirty at times. It's true. And see, this is what I'm saying. This is the line they walk. You know what I mean? This is the line they walk. Like they go, you know, they want to win and they have to. You know, it's just. But that same mentality that allows somebody to take that opening when it's there, you know, it's the same mentality, you know, that you know it makes them a winner. You know, and so it's that fine line. You got to walk that line. You know. Yeah. Yes. Give Russell Bottas a seat. Yeah. Right. That's true. I agree.
Don't cut. 3 left tightens. Into 4 right.
Right. That's not putting anyone in danger. Yes. That really is a big distinction. Old hippie. That is the big distinction. Yeah. You're right. And that's the difference. Yeah. That's just, you know. Yeah. Totally. It would be now like I saw a strategy by David Higgins. So David Higgins was running in this rally, and I think Ken Block was catching up or something like that. So he realized that Ken Block was like he like drives a lot based on other people's you know, other people's lines. So in rally, a lot of times you'll see where the line is and where the braking point was and all that stuff. And you can brake at the same point as everybody else, you know, things like that. So like if somebody in one of those Subarus is going before you, you can see all the braking points and stuff. So he went slow into this one really dangerous corner and broke really late. Like went slower in and broke really late and made some big marks, like took his car sideways to make some big marks, you know. And so when Ken Block came through, he came screaming through that section and didn't hit the brakes until he saw that. Well, it was too late. Well, he ended up like going off in his car. And to me, like, that's a little different because, you know, somebody could say that, you know, oh, he put him at risk or put him in danger, but it's like, nah, that is strategy, you know. That's just strategy there, you know. And I thought that was genius, like when he did that. So there is like a fine line. But I could see how someone would think that was putting someone in danger intentionally or something. But I don't think so. I think that's just racecraft. But it is interesting. That'd be an interesting topic to sort of explore, like, you know, like the moral compass you need to be someone who likes to win or wants to win, and like race car drivers, and how like I bet you most of them are like dichotomies. I bet you most of them are both, you know. Sam tried to push it a little bit more, understeered right off the side.
He understeers so much.
It does, I know.
Like if I were in like a Ford or something, like the Ford that I usually drive, that I would not have gone off then.
Yeah, you've got to really watch your line and really be aware going into the turn what the car can handle. It should be that way though, Sam, because this is an older car, you know. Front wheel drive. Even back then, like the tires weren't as good. Like nothing was, you know. Suspension wasn't as good. Okay, you have to find that limit will be in a different place. And it's good for you to drive cars that don't have the limit of the other ones, you know. Yeah, Alonso is awesome. Alonso's awesome.
6 right, 150.
Hamilton's like Senna has the pure one lap speed. Russell and Norris could beat him in a race. Yeah. Right. See, that's the thing. And I think like with racing like that, and especially F1, qualifying is just so huge. I mean, it's just massive. So if you had to spend a lot of time, you know, on something, like if you had to, like, you know, find a skill set, qualifying has to be it. You know, because when you start in the front, it's just people can pass you for sure, but it's just much harder. You know, it's much harder. Turn 1, like you're going into turn 1 and you're just clear. If you can get clear out of there, like, you know, I mean, that just changes the whole race. But like, didn't Sam, wasn't it Perez, Sergio Perez, that came from last place to win it?
No.
Wasn't that him? We were just watching that on F1.
It was,
came from last place to finish.
It was the guy who was losing his drive at the end of the year.
Yeah, isn't that him? He got pulled into Red Bull.
I
But...
think it was Sergio Perez. I think it was somebody else.
Okay, well, I think so. I think that was him.
Into 3 right. Into 5 left.
And yeah, I think that's what you're talking about, Checo, right? That's who you're talking about, right, Mark?
6 left.
Who does Sergio Perez drive for?
Oh yeah, well, it's the guy, like, I don't know F1 very well, but it's the guy from Mexico, the Mexican driver. He's the one. He's the only Mexican driver.
Oh yeah, he's the one.
Yeah,
That's the guy.
yeah. I think they did call him Checo, and when we were watching that F1, like they called him Checo.
To stop.
I think that's who Mark's talking about, but yeah, Hamilton can pull a pole lap. I know, he's just so efficient, really, really good. Like, yeah. Qualifying is huge. It's huge.
We might have won.
It was Perez. It was Perez. Yeah. That's what they said, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came from last to first. Like, I mean, that's remarkable. So remarkable. Like, that's, like, so uncommon, too. I mean, it's just amazing. It's so cool. Yeah, he got the drive for Red Bull. They show that in the oh my gosh, how many people have done this?
Okay, so if this
That's at
is
15,000. There's got to be 150,000 people on this. That's
okay,
crazy.
so this is 14,500. So what is the time?
Yeah, it's going to be like 150,000 people or something like that. 120,000 people.
And I am 14,300.
And you crashed too. You could cut off so much more time. LSA Bossy Corn. All right, man, keep it up.
Wait, how many? I have the same time as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people.
That's crazy. Nice, Mark. That's awesome. Yeah, F1's fun. Really fun. I saw a Donut Media video where they were talking about how synthetic fuel, like they might be able to keep using that in racing. Like they might be able to keep using that in F1 and stuff. Like that might allow them to keep those types of engines instead of going to electric, which is interesting.
How much time do I have to finish this round?
I would say do the next stage and then we can call it a day.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Spain has the most. Yeah, because it's. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a beginner car and all that. It's crazy how many people have done that. It's like insane.
Let's have my lights on. Oh no, it won't let me have my lights on.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It won't let me have my lights on.
I know. It does that sometimes. Same thing with the wipers.
They're not broken.
I know. It does that sometimes.
Extra long, don't cut, opens into 5 left, opens
Nice.
80,
That looks like
4 left, extra long,
That looks like
into 6 right,
what's the movie called?
30, 6 right, tightens 4,
Something with lions.
5 right,
I don't know.
into 5 left.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
It looks like right here in Spain. Looks like. So it's the movie that has like the lions and it has like the It's like the.
Lion King?
Yeah, Lion King.
Oh, okay.
It kind of looks like that, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Like the
yeah.
sky and stuff.
Right. I do know what you mean. You're driving good, man.
6 right, extra long, tightens.
Oh, not synthetic, but zero carbon emissions. Yeah, like as a whole. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's what it is. That's interesting.
Cut, 4 right, opens. 30,
Yeah, that last to first. If that was his first race or first win, I mean. No, don't restart. Come on, keep going.
You've got to be kidding me.
Keep going. Own your mistakes. Own your mistakes. Go, go, go. Find a way out. There you go.
Early 5 left. 100.
Let's see. Yeah, to have your first win, to come all the way from last to first, it's like,
Into 5 left.
even if he didn't get a drive in Red Bull, like, you know, even if he was done, like, what a way to finish. That was, like, awesome. So cool.
30. 5 right long.
He'll do, you know, I'm only as far, like, I only know about the season, like, through that show. So I don't even know what's happening, but is Perez doing good this year? Is he doing good in F1 so far?
Into 4 left. Small cut into caution.
I'm really curious how he's doing with Red Bull. You're still winning, Sam.
Opens 6. Into 3 right. Very long. Tightens 100.
Right, okay, it's just that it's a 1-1 give and take. Okay, gotcha,
Right
gotcha.
tightens. Into 2 left long. Tightens 1.
Yeah, if they could bring back that V12, that would be amazing. The drivers would love it too.
Into 4 right. Opens long.
They miss him.
Tightens past junction. 5 left. Opens extra long. Into 4.
What did everybody think of Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I didn't. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's over, right? It's over.
Yeah, his suit in the last episode is so cheesy.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty goofy. Yeah. Like it was unfortunate because the design looks pretty cheesy.
Extra long. Tightness cut. Opens.
I kind of like. I feel like it's cheesy, and I like it like a lot.
Yeah,
too.
I know what you mean. Like, there's a side of me that likes it because it's kind of like nostalgic. It's kind of like the old suits. But yeah, I know. That's funny. I know what you mean.
Into small cut 3 left long.
Oh,
Small cut.
dude, when you have turns that are slower, you've got to slow down.
That actually said it was a 3.
30, 2 right.
Yeah. Yeah, remember you have 4 gears, and you're in a classic car, so.
Opens 100. 5 right long. Tightens over crest. Into 4 left long. Into slow. Small cut. 5 right. 3 left. 2 right. Tightens. Small cut. Into 6 left. Opens 50. 6 left. Keep
Oh,
right
man.
to 30,
Man,
tightens.
breaking the car, Samir. Samir.
Into 2 right. Small cut. Into 3 left long. Into 2 right. Tightens.
Yeah, the
6
Red
left
Bull
over
is
finish,
tough to drive.
70
It's tough to
to
drive
stop.
for sure.
Still beat it by like 18 seconds.
You had 2 offs and you still made. That's crazy. Your car is jacked. I want to see it here at the
We
end.
did really well.
Look at that. Look at the hood. The hood like flapped when you. Look, it looks like somebody hit it with the warp tool in Photoshop. Where's Jay King? Okay, he's down there pretty far. 50 seconds. How many more stages are there in this? See where you're at in the championship. Just hit continue.
I think there's a
A service.
yeah.
Okay, let's see. So this is stage 3.
So this will be a.
Oh wait, don't you know this one really well? You know this stage really well. You should do this one because you know this stage really well. Is this the one that you just did? Yeah. This is the one you just did, Sam. That you did in the last thing where you got it. You got the top 100.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does it take 3 minutes?
To change what?
Lights.
Cause you got it takes 3 minutes. It does take 3 minutes. You know? I mean, you got to change them.
I'll take the penalty.
You could. It's only 20 seconds. Just take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
I'll
it.
just take it.
Yeah. There you go. That way you have your lights. Change your tires too. There you go. Go for it, man. Yeah, do this one because you're going to rock this stage. This is that one that's just real fast, remember?
Starts 6
That's
right,
really
100,
fast.
3 left, 150. Good luck.
Oh, I know this.
Oh, this wasn't the one you did on the stream. This is the one you did, you know, for me, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know.
This is not. This wasn't the one that I did on the stream.
Okay, okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 6 right, 100. 3 left.
He's going to be in 4th gear for a lot of this.
2 left, extra long, tightens.
For a lot of this.
Into 3 right, don't cut. Opens of a crest. Into 5 right long, opens 30. 2 right.
But he's going to crush. He's going to crush there because he's just going over this stage recently.
30. 4 left. Into 3 left.
Oh my gosh.
30.
What are you doing? Why are you restarting?
Because I already have a 20-second penalty.
So what? Own it.
So.
You gotta own your mistakes. Don't go off then.
It's easy for you to say.
It is. It is. It's true. Go for it, man. Come on. Take the stage down. No excuses.
No, I didn't even say any excuses.
No restarts, I mean. Go, man. No restarts. Pretend it's a real rally.
But it's not.
That's why I said, pretend it's a real rally.
5, 4, 3,
You got this.
2,
You just gotta focus.
1, go. 6 right, 100.
And don't drive beyond your means.
150.
It'll be better in the career mode when he can't, you know, he can't restart. I think the next level you get like 3, I think, instead of 5. I think you get 3 instead of 5. So you really have to, like getting one run is always the best because like you really have to, kind of put it on the line if you want to get, you know, the top spot. You got to put it on the line, and you only get one shot at it, which is really good.
Opens of a crest. Into 2 right. Don't cut 2 left long. Opens and tightens. Into 5 right of a crest. Extra long. Caution. Tightens.
It's pretty good so far.
Long. Into 6 right. Into 2 left long. Opens of a crest.
Nice save. Oh, look at that cliff. Oh, look at that cliff.
Are you kidding me?
It's all right. Just keep going. Keep going. Get the time back. Get the time back.
Opens of a crest.
Get the time back.
I can't get the time.
Go, go, go. You're good. You're good.
6 right. Into
You
cut
got
5
this.
left.
It happens, man.
2 right. Opens 4. Extra long. 50.
You just have to know, like, on the slower turns, like, you've got to be more measured. You can
I
be.
was going super slow.
I know. It understeers. It does. It does. You didn't slow down soon enough with that one.
Into 5 right.
You can't late brake in this car.
Narrow 4 right. Into short 6 left.
That's the worst, though. Like when you come to an edge or a cliff like that, and it's just like comes over by just, you know, or your car goes over by just a tiny bit.
Don't cut. Into 5 right long. 3 left long. Tightens 2.
He can come back. He can fight his way back.
6 long of a crest. Into 1 right long.
He's got this.
In this short of a stage, definitely not.
I don't know. You'd be surprised.
30. Small cut. 3 left long. Into 3 right long of a crest.
Nice.
Into 4 left. Into 4 right.
You gotta be especially careful going downhill.
Into 5 right.
When you're going downhill, like the braking times, you know, they go up.
Into 5 right of a crest. Into cut 5 left. Into 6 right. Opens 50. 3 right. Cut 5 left. Into 6 right of a crest. Into 4 left long. Small cut. 50.
Nice.
3 right long. Opens. Into cut 4 left.
Look at that. He's only 2 seconds down.
4 right.
That's what I was telling him.
Into 3 left, tighten small cut.
17. Actually, I'm 22 seconds down.
Right, but
So
that's all right. You'll make it up.
Cut late, extra long, 30. Early, 5 right to the crest. Cut 6 left, 50.
this part's
6
gonna
right
be
long,
exciting.
Cut 6 left.
Oh,
into 6 right.
snap.
Cut 4 left.
I think we're gonna put my lights
Into
on for
6
this.
right.
Yeah.
Cut 6 left, 5 right.
He just gained a crap ton of
Into
time
5
there
left over
against those other
crest.
peeps
Into 6 right
who wouldn't
long,
take those kind of
30.
cuts.
4 left, big cut. Into sudden, 3 right. Into 4 left, 30. 2 right, tightens. Into 2 left, extra long, opens 120.
Look at that. He's up by 11 seconds.
Crest, into 3 right long, tightens. Into cut, 5 left. Into 3 right, extra long of a crest, 50. 3 left long. Into 5 right. Into 4 left long. 80. Small cut, 6 left. Into 3 right, extra long, tightens. 30. 6 left, extra long, tightens 4. 30. 5 right long, caution 30, 1 right. Into don't cut 3 left long, slow 50, turn, hairpin right.
Oh my gosh. How did you get over that railing?
50 over finish, 100 to stop.
There you go. Still 17. Yeah, he made it. Metal Mike said, sorry, Sam, my bud. Listen to your pop's
Stage
advice. A
finished.
9-second penalty is
Well
nothing,
done.
and getting used to staying more conservative will help you be competitive in the World Series. Hear that?
What?
Read it.
What?
What Metal Mike said.
Push for that goal? Yeah.
No. He said,
What is
Sam, my bud, listen to your pop's advice. A 9-second penalty is nothing, and getting used to staying more conservative will help you if you want to be competitive in the World Series.
I think I'm still first though.
And Shane said, good thing you're pretending it's a real rally. If it was actually real, you'd be killed dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you're still in first. You got it. Old Hippie said, good job, man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Nice job, man. Made it through. Had some offs, but you made it. You want to try this stage before you go?
Starts
No, I'm
50.
gonna quit it.
All right.
6
Well, I
left,
think you
30,
can't now, or
2
it'll
right,
be a
opens
DNF.
6 long.
Once
Good
you go
luck.
through at this point, I think you can't. Yeah.
Quit to main menu.
No, I think it'll give you a DNF.
Let's see if it'll say something. Because I can always go back on it. All unsaved progress. So, yeah, it'll just start me at this stage.
Okay. If you think so. All right. Awesome, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by the stream. Thank you for all the good interaction. Sam, awesome driving like always. Boosh. Baboosh. You're in first on the clubman level. So you'll probably move up pretty soon. Actually, when you win this rally, if Jay King doesn't do well, you'll be bumped up to the next one. So that'll be really good. Awesome, man. Good job. And Sam's gonna keep learning Spain, and we'll not have a blurry thumbnail next time too. We figured out how to do that thanks to Jeffro. Good conversation today too, guys. We're gonna get ready to head over to the gym, and we'll catch you guys soon. We are going to do, I think, we're setting up for it. Sam's going to try to have a day where he live streams and does as many world records as he possibly can during the day. So he's going to live stream, and we'll live stream like all day. It'd be fun, Sam. You could do other games during the day too, like take a break, you know.
Yeah.
But it'd be fun. We're gonna plan to do it do some stuff. We'll have to. That's why we have to take some time. We want to come up with it and everything. But but he's gonna try to set as many world records as he can. We're gonna go for the most low-hanging fruit possible, like the easiest ones for him to get, and just see how many he can get. Because it'd be really fun to be like, 5 world records, 10 world records in one day, So, so it'll be a good one. So we're gonna go through the stages, find what car track combination would allow him to do it, and it's it's gonna be a fun video. 11-year-old sets 6 world records in one day. It'd be fun. Admittedly, we're gonna look for the easy ones, but hey, still counts, right? So, all right, guys, thanks. No. So Mike said, cheers you both. Sam, I know I always bug you, but always for a good goal. See you too, and chat. Yeah. Oh, no, Mike, we love it. Sam doesn't mind it either. He doesn't mind it. He likes being pushed. He likes it. So, awesome. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for stopping in. You guys are awesome, as always. And we will catch you same bat time, same bat channel. And I'll let you know, like, when that live stream's coming. I think it'll be after Sam's done school. Because we'll start in the beginning of that day, like a school day, maybe like a Friday or something like that. And just that whole Friday, he'll do it. I think that'd be fun. So we'll start doing research on the stages and stuff as well. But you guys are awesome. We will catch you next time, and we'll see you later. Peace. Peace out.